Hello everyone. Today we're gonna have a quick guide on the Figma. I'll show you how to set up your first project and create interactive prototypes. So whether you are a beginner or exploring collaboration features, this walkthrough will help you get started. So let's start. First we'll see the contents. So this will be our basic contents. Let's start with the first one. So, what is Figma? So, basically, it is a platform which gives teamwork and integration with design, and you can do a lot many things. So, basically, you can go for solo design, or you can also do design in collaboration. You don't need to install individual software. Therefore, it basically supports your UX design and prototyping. Figma is widely recognized by companies and therefore it is used by professionals. Now let us see why we should use Figma. So it is basically for speed. You can have real-time collaboration, have great teamwork. You can design. It is really cost efficient and it is completely like cloud-based, so you have easier access and it is also. Now we'll have a little tour on Figma and its interface. So Figma contains a toolbar with which we can access different tools and designs. We also have a canvas workplace, then layers and assets, and we also have sidebar tools. Mm. Next will be setting up your profile and your account and project. Step one would be creating your account, register on Figma.com, verify your email, and then you can establish your workspace with an organization name and initial settings. This is where your design journey begins. Once inside, you can start fresh or choose a template from the gallery. Name your project and set canvas dimensions that match your design goals. Think of this as laying the foundation for your creative work. Then you can invite team members. Figma shines when you collaborate. You can add collaborators by email, assign editor or viewer roles, and establish communication channels. This ensures everyone knows their role and contribute effectively. Then you need to configure settings and preferences. Therefore, let's fine-tune your workspace, set project permissions, enable version history, and configure sharing options. Organize your files for clarity. You can also adjust themes, notification, keyboard shortcuts, and layout preferences to make workspace truly yours. Now let's move forward. Core design features. Essential tools and selection. So with essential tool, you can move, resize, and manipulate the objects with precision and ease. Then with frame tool, you can create responsive design containers which act seamlessly. With shape tools, you can use different shapes. With text, you can manage different typography and content. With formatting options by professional layouts. Then with pen tool, you can draw vectors and create custom paths for detailed illustrations and complex designs. Now let's get familiar with frames and components. So basically first you need to frame creation for artboards. So this will be the foundational artboards using frames for responsive layouts, designs. Then you need to have component fundamentals with which you can build master components, and create instances to create established reusable design elements. Then creating component variant. With this, you can develop component variation including states, sizes, and themes to manage design flexibility systematically. Now, swapping instances dynamically replace component instances seamlessly to modify designs without disrupting overall structure. Then, maintaining design consistency. Implement centralized component management to ensure uniform design standards across entire system. Now let's get moving with design systems and reusability. The strengths are reusable components, boost workflow efficiency and the visual consistency across all projects. And Figma also gives streamlined design updates. The limitations include significant time for system architecture and documentation, harder onboarding for new members, and costly initial maintenance with slower short-term project delivery. Growth prospects include that help teams grow while maintaining high design quality and speed up design changes and increase project efficiency, with which we can create strong flexible design foundation and improve teamwork between design and development, which also attract drawbacks such as high long-term maintenance cost. Managing multiple versions causes confusion and conflict. Reliance can stifle innovation, and too much standardization reduces design flexibility. Now we will get familiar with advanced styling techniques, core design features, which master color palettes with advanced management tools for consistent brand identity across projects. Typography systems implement sophisticated font management systems, ensuring typographic hierarchy and design coherence. Shadow and effect application apply dynamic shadows and effects to enhance visual depth and component interactivity in designs. Stroke fill and customization. Custom stroke properties and fill options for precise control over shape, styling, and appearance. Auto layout and responsive spacing. This will configure auto layout with intelligent spacing rules for adaptive responsive systems. Let's move forward to collaboration and prototyping. With Figma, you can have real-time collaboration. These features include live editing capabilities, commands and annotation tools, version history management, sharing permission controls, and activity feed monitoring. Once your project is ready, it's time to bring it to life. Define interaction triggers like clicks, hovers, and drags. These are basics of making your design feel real. This is done with creating interactive prototypes. So, navigation flows is link frames logically to create seamless navigation. This helps user move through your design as if it were a real app or website. Add transitions and animations to improve feedback and user experience. Adjust timing so interaction feels smooth and natural. Test with stakeholders. Testing is crucial. Share your prototype with users or stakeholders. Gather feedback and confirm usability. These steps ensure your design works in practice, not just in theory. Iterate based on feedback. Refine your prototype based on feedback. Adjust flows, improve animation, and polish interaction. Iteration is the secret to your design. Add conditional interactions. For advanced projects, add conditional states and overlays. This allows you to manage complex interactions and stimulate real-world scenarios. Moving on to handoff and developer workflow. Here you need to inspect mode, view design specifications automatically generated from your design components for seamless developer reference. Design tokens establish reusable design values, including colors, typography, and spacing for consistent implementation organization. Integration connect Figma with development tools and workflows, enabling automated handoff processes and streamlined collaboration procedures. CSS code generation export styles directly for developers, reducing manual coding and ensure design to code consistency across projects. Documentation create comprehensive design specifications and guidelines that developers reference throughout implementation phases. Now, the best practices would be team communication, so which includes naming and organization standards. Second would be shared design resources. Third would be review and feedback process. Fourth, comment-based communication. Fifth, version control management. And sixth, documentation and decision taking. Let's keep going with advanced workflows and optimization. Advanced workflow would include performance and file management. This we can optimize file size, organize layers, use sections, archive inactive components, and we have a regular cleanup. Let's move forward to prototyping. Upload consistency. Ensure all user interactions are consistent across screens and flows. Standardize buttons, behaviors, navigation, and feedback in the prototype. Implement design guidelines for uniform state transition, animation timings, and user response throughout the entire workflow. Similarly, elevate interaction. This includes user testing and feedback, refine micro interaction, improving functions. These give subtle details. Commence the test. Start testing with interactive prototypes early, well before final implementation. Quick test will uncover early navigation problems and gather initial feedback. This prevents costly, extensive development later. 4-6 complexity. To improve user interaction, simplify them. This makes interaction focus on core functions and key tasks. It reduces cognitive load and enhances the overall experience. Let's get familiar with the design system. The phase 1 will include foundation audit. The phase 2 will include component creation. Phase 3 would include documentation. Phase 4 would be multi-product scaling. And the fifth and important phase would be continuous evaluation. These are very important when going through a design system. Let's get to know with the tips, shortcuts, and the next steps. Power user shortcuts and productivity. Essential keyboard commands, then component management shortcuts, workspace optimization, and component editing. These are the power user shortcuts. These will be the common design challenges and the solutions. These are very important to know. Here are the resources for continuous learning. This include official documentation and tutorials, community resources and templates, video learning channels, design community platforms, hands-on practice projects, and professional networking groups. Thank you.